What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the new theater mode, firing range, and even some other multiplayer updates for the launch of Black Ops 6. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a big reminder, a couple of days ago we launched the Detonated Stockpile, which is the Call of Duty bundle tracker. As of now, we have every bundle from MW2 and 3, with Warzone 1 era bundles to follow in the next few weeks. Then, of course, we'll have every Black Ops 6 pack once bundles start getting added with Season 1. More information is, of course, down below, but as of late last night, I made a bit of a late video talking about the preload and early access details about Black Ops 6, since a blog post ended up coming out around yesterday afternoon, right after I had posted another video, so I waited to post that one. But then this morning we ended up getting a follow-up launch blog post about just multiplayer, in which we got some additional details about every operator unlock and every challenge tied to the launch window. So I figured I'd make that a separate vid from this one, since it'll make this video far too long. But with that out the way, let's talk about some other updates when it comes to maps and game modes. So first off, when it comes to our launch modes, we have TDM, this is for 6v6 by the way, Domination, Search and Destroy with Final Kill Cam, not Best Play by the way. We then have Kill Confirmed, Free For All, Hardpoint, and then we're going to be seeing the return of Headquarters as well as Kill Order, this is all 6v6 by the way, as well as Control, which I believe first made its debut in Black Ops 4. For alternate modes, we're also going to be looking at Face Off Domination 6v6, Face Off TDM 6v6, Face Off Kill Order, and even Face Off Kill Confirmed. If you're wondering what's going on with 2v2, the only 2v2 mode at launch will indeed be Gunfight, which will be played on all these strike maps. There's 4 total at launch, which will also be the same maps that Face Off uses. But when it comes to hardcore modes, yes, hardcore is going to be supported day one for the following: TDM, Kill Order, Domination, Hardpoint, S&D, Kill Confirmed, Free For All, and even Face Off. But as a reminder, you have a limited HUD, friendly fire is enabled, your health is lowered significantly, and on top of that will also be available through the quick play option at the main menu. Now the training course is also going to be available like it was during the beta, and that's going to be played over on the map Protocol. I'll show you a couple of clips on screen of how the training course worked. I think it's a great way to really get in touch with how omnidirectional movement works, and if you guys need to brush up on your omni skills, since you might have forgotten how to use some of those functions since the beta has been inactive for the last couple of weeks, you guys might have gotten used to old Call of Duty movement again, take advantage of the training course once that is available right off the rip. And I think it's cool that we got to experience Protocol a little bit during the beta. Even though it wasn't a map that was available in pubs, it was still something we were able to explore through this training course feature. Now, as far as our multiplayer maps do go, we're of course going to be seeing 16 day one. This is not including Nuketown Remastered, which is coming on November the 1st, a week after launch. That's of course the 6v6 primary version of Nuketown that is separate from Warhead, which is going to be a strike experience that supports 2v2 gunfight and of course face-off game modes. So as you can see with these new TAC map images, we're going to be seeing Babylon, Derelict, Lowtown, we have Payback, Protocol, Red Card, we got Rewind, Scud, Skyline, which actually got a new update. As you can see, there's a new set of stairs right near that hot tub. It's only a couple of steps, but we'll provide some extra cover for those out there that kind of play towards that area. That was also, I think, criticized a little bit during the beta because it was kind of an impossible place to be, no matter where enemies were looking at you from. So I think that'll help people just a little bit. We also have Subsonic. We have Vault, which is the biggest map, I think, of Black Ops 6. We then have Vorkuta, a map that I'm really damn excited about. It looks crazy cool. And then we have for Strike, Gala, Pit, Stakeout, and even Warhead, with the first 3 of course being playable in the beta already. Warhead is the only new one, at least for launch. Now real quick, just want to give a shout out to Elgato and Corsair for upgrading my entire setup to prepare for the October 25th launch. We have the Wave 3 mic, the LP mic arm, a custom stream deck, a keyboard, mouse, and even a Cerberus mouse pad. But if you guys want to get your hands on these limited time products, check out the special link down below, and thank you to everybody who made this opportunity possible. Now what I'm also really excited about is the return of the firing range. This is a feature that hasn't really been in every Call of Duty. I know it was in Advanced Warfare, it was in World War II, and luckily made its return with, I believe it was MW2. I don't think it was in Modern Warfare 19 unless I'm forgetting something, but it's been a bit of a staple for COD over the last 2 years, and I'm glad that it's actually coming back in a Treyarch game. Now with the image they provided in the blog, they did confirm that there's going to be practice dummies to shoot at 10, 25, and 50 meter intervals. The dummies can also have 0, 1, 2, or 3 armor plates added to them, as we have right now in COD HQ. You will have limitless ammunition, whereas the upper left corner features a target elimination tracker, and accuracy tracker and a damage tracker, so a bit more detail than what we're used to right now with the current firing range. A toggle feature also allows you to optionally activate a moving target dummy or a recoil metal plate. They lastly mention a toggle feature, the moving target. So a dummy drops down from the ceiling on a conveyor belt and automatically moves back through the range as you connect with it using your weapon. Once you hit it at max range, it moves back to its initial position and the process can then be repeated. Now what's also cool is the recoil target toggle feature also exists. That's a metal plate that hangs from the ceiling around 7 meters from your booth, allowing you to fire your weapon and view the bullet spread. So I love the way that they've enhanced the firing range past what it's been like in Modern Warfare 2, 3, and current Warzone. It's going to be great. We'll also work with Warzone once that all integrates with Season 1. Again, until Season 1, Warzone's going to stay as is with the MW3 integration, whereas you can experience all this content I'm talking about just through Black Ops 6 in the meantime. Now, it's unclear if they'll ever offer an option to maybe take some blueprints you haven't bought and test them in the firing range. That was a rumored feature that I think got leaked out through some capacity with MW3, but never ended up seeing the light of day. Maybe they'll reconsider this for Black Ops 6 bundles in the future to really level up the firing range even more. Who actually knows? But we then have Theater Mode, a feature that is only coming back for Black Ops 6 multiplayer, not zombies, and is only going to be available on current gen hardware. That's PS5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as PC. We're not going to be seeing Theater Mode for any game mode on PS4 or Xbox One. So as they confirm, it lets you capture your recent action hero moments in all their glory, and here's what you can expect with the feature. You can switch between first person, third person, and fly cam perspectives for all players in the match. Now, your eliminations and deaths are visualized on the timeline. You can easily skip to the viewed player's next elimination on the timeline as well. This is a brand new feature we've never seen before with Theater Mode, and as a reminder, Cold War's Theater Mode also only supported multiplayer, not zombies. So I think it's definitely worth the sacrifice so that it can ensure something like the save feature, which does exist for Black Ops 6 Zombies, by the way. But as they mentioned, you can fast forward, rewind, and take full advantage of the playback speed control. We got a glimpse of Theater Mode back during the Direct event a couple of months ago in June. They also said you can press record to trigger an Xbox or PlayStation recording while in theater. So that's actually a pretty cool idea. I never even thought of that before, where you can actually integrate Theater Mode with the PlayStation Share button or the Xbox DVR feature, which again have usually been separate features entirely from Call of Duty Theater Mode. So they did confirm this is the first ever Theater Mode on the new Call of Duty engine. So this could mean that every COD going forward could have a theater like this that I think would work pretty well with the new technology they're using. But they also mentioned for us that all theater files will expire after 7 days or when a game update is released. I think a necessary sacrifice if it means that Theater Mode is going to be as smooth as butter and isn't really buggy like the one we saw in BO4 and even sometimes in Cold War. I think it was great back in the BO2 days where you can essentially save a file forever. I think you can also do that in BO1, but I think in BO3 that's when that kind of stopped and you couldn't really save a file permanently. Not that big of a deal, but it's funny booting up BO2 today and seeing clips that I saved back in 2013. Now they also mentioned private matches at the bottom of this Theater Mode section. I'm not sure if that means there's Theater Mode support for private matches. There probably is, but I just said if you're wanting to bring friends over for a game on any of the launch maps and modes with comprehensive menus allowing you to adjust every aspect of the gameplay, then you can select private matches. It's an excellent method of observing and exploring any maps you need a closer inspection of. Again, private match support is always important with a new Call of Duty. No doubt in my mind that it's going to work pretty flawlessly for every map here in BO6. It was cool to see that a couple of weeks ago, Sledgehammer just added in every single Vortex and variant map into multiplayer private matches. That's good just so you can preserve what a map was like even after a holiday event has expired and then that map gets vaulted. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. Figured I'd make a follow-up video to the one I made this morning talking about some other really cool multiplayer features that just got announced. Should be getting some more blog posts in the coming days talking more about zombies, progression, and even the weaponry. Stay tuned with notifications on for additional coverage here on the channel and of course over on Detonated. Really hope you've enjoyed and peace out everybody.